Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. You probably are aware that the midterms elections ended in the United States of America, and we had, like always, two supposedly opposite sides, the Republicans and the Democrats. I personally did not care who won and who lost, because I think the energies, the interests who keep these parties alive are the same. And regardless if the Democrats will stay in power or the Republicans take power, they will follow, at least in the foreign policy, the same direction. And I told you why. It's because, in my assessment, they follow the orders of the sponsors. In this case, it's military-industrial complex, the banks, energy sector. These are the guys. And we have, unfortunately, or fortunately, it depends how you look at it, we have the population, and the population is naive enough to think that we really have two opposite parties. Yes, we have them by names, we have them by appearance, we have them by political platforms and programs, but experience and patterns showed me, at least, that whenever the Republicans are in power, nothing really happens. But when Democrats are in power, they do stuff. They do stuff that I might disagree with, most of it, but nevertheless, they are serious about it. And the Republicans' impotence of implementing their program, even when they have the power, proved to me that they do not want to move in the direction they say they like to take the country in. And for instance, we have here the war in Ukraine. There's no doubt that across the board there's a support for this war. Well, if you have one or two or three people who say, well, no, we should not support Ukraine, actually, translation, we should not continue our war, proxy war with Russia on the territory of Ukraine, you have three voices, five voices, and the rest are all in the pockets of the same interest, as if that's in the national interest of United States of America somehow. You don't see any dissent. When I say any dissent, I'm not talking about one senator or two senators out of 100. That means that's zero, virtually. It's 98% one side, 2% the other. That doesn't even matter. And in the House of the Representatives, the same way. So the Congress is all in the pockets of this interest. The same thing is when they talk about Iran, the same. When they talk about Syria, the same. When they talk about the Balkans, the same. When they talk about North Korea, the same. When they talk about Taipei and Taiwan, Taiwan if you want, whatever, the capital of whichever you want. The capital of the island. Any, mini, miny, mo. All right, so the same. It can't be, and all this appear to be in the national interest of the United States of America. I don't believe it. On the other hand, we have only two parties here. What is this? So it's A or B, no C? That's an impossibility. Then another thing that makes me question the political system here as, not political system, but this almost 50-50 divide between two sides. It's like people are only in a society this side or this side. There's no other angles. That's impossible again. There's no other nuances. Only two nuances. And they are so clear cut. It's 49 point something, 50, whatever. You know what I mean? This can't be. This can't be. You have a country, you don't have a country of 5 people, all right? Or let's say 6 people or something like that. No, you have a country of 300 and almost 40 million people with an electorate half of that. And you have a barely, it's 51 senators and 49 senators. I do not believe that a bit. The country is, these values, this these ideals are so only two, A or B. There's no C, E, nothing, C, nothing. It's just A or B, and they're 50-50 right there. How is that possible? How is that possible that exactly half of a group of 150 million, let's say the electorate, I'm just exaggerating, 150 million of adults, from 150 you have a little difference of some 1/4% on one idea? So how everybody thinks the same way? Like half of the country thinks exactly the same way and would vote with those, and exactly half. That's an impossibility. It's not impossibility. It's such an improbability that I don't know how people still believe that this is possible. Anyway, it's not 30-70 or something. No, it's 49-51 at the most. If you have I don't know, 52-48, holy, that's a landslide. No, come on, wake up mathematically. That's another thing. As I said, in outside foreign policy, they play the same tune. Inside, no, it's no difference. And that showed me, for instance, not showed me, that was the end, like to put a stamp and you determine that's it, when Trump was around. When Trump was around, being an outsider, a crazy outsider, I don't even know how he got where he got to be. I don't even know how he trickled to that position. But probably say, let's try, this guy is easy to manipulate someone, he's an idiot or something. And he was, even his party was working against him. I'm not talking about the departments that he was in charge of. What did he do? Everything he wanted to do was like blocked, not only from the other party, that was normal because, just to block because it's political, it's democracy, we look good, all right, we make him fail so we look good, but the country fails, you know what I mean? I mean, that's another great thing about democracy. I am in the opposition, and even if I'm trying to make the guy in charge fail, even if that's positive for my country, so I can point out, see, he failed, it's not good, and I hope he fails. And if he wants to do something good and I see it's going to be good, I'm going to try to damage that, which means I will hurt the population just to make me look good so I get the power. And the other ones will do the same way, the same thing. It's not like, hey, let's do something for the country. No, I'm not going to let you shine. I'm going to make myself shine by destroying your castles of sand or something. I have this little article here. Just a title, just to build on what I said. This comes from Ukrainska, the new voice of Ukraine from November 9th, 2022. Bipartisan backing for Ukraine to continue after midterms, but not without strings attached. Bipartisan backing for Ukraine to continue after midterms. I have no doubt that that's going to be. I had no doubt. There were some guys in the Republican Party say, well, there's going to be nobody, we're not going to send any more assistance to Ukraine if we get elected. Pfft, really? You're going to lose your life, or you're going to lose your position. You're going to find out you're a child molester overnight if you dare to do that. If you get the power, not if you try. And if you try, you're going to be a loud mouth and you're going to be ridiculed by the mass media. And the people will start thinking that you're a cuckoo, and because the mass media will call you all kind of names. And then they will try to, assassinate your character and all that. And you'll be one or two, lose your sponsors, and then you lose your seat. This is a democracy here. So I have I went and I voted because I support the system. I mean, right? But it's you do it as a reflex. I didn't expect anything. It was like a test, like a confirmation kind of thing, even though one vote didn't matter, no, but I'm not going to go into that one in this video, but it's just, I'm not disappointed. For me, it's just, okay, yeah, all right, Okay, I mean, just think of this. Imagine Pennsylvania, right? Was Pennsylvania with that guy Fetterman. He's a kosher guy. He won, I think, against another idiot put forth by the Republicans, Dr. Oz. They should not even be, I don't know, showing their faces in public. Intellectually, I think, oh, one is a doctor. Yeah, okay. It doesn't mean that he's a doctor, he's a good person, okay? Let's put it aside. Or he's a smart person in solving problems. Okay, he might be a good doctor in his thing. Or maybe, no, I heard him talk. Not impressed, on the contrary. And now the other one, Fetterman. Fetterman is a guy with cognitive impairments. And he's one of the 100 senators in this country. That guy, listen to that guy. It used to be that expression where I come from that, well, he looks intelligent. Well, the dog looks intelligent too. But the dog, unfortunately, cannot speak. But this guy can speak, and he's not intelligent at all. So this guy, if you can imagine, that guy got the votes of more than a half of a state, and he became one of the 50 senators, of the 100 senators of the United States of America. That guy. I mean, what other proof you want? Look at Biden. He's a semiconscious humanoid organism. Look at Kamala blowjob Harris. What the hell we have over there? What the hell? And those guys were elected. Is that what the population wants? Is that what we believe that those are? What's going on here? This is a joke. This is a joke. Democracy in this country is, yes, under threat. No, it works just fine for some interest. And unfortunately, we have a very, I don't know, how should I put it, interested, low-educated, with no value society that really votes for this kind of people. Votes for this kind of people. Yes, I said it. These kind of people. Biden should not be where he is. Kamala, no. Fetterman, no. This is just three examples. Just three examples clear right there. One is a senator, one of 100, and the other one is the president and the vice president. For God's sake. For God's sake. I mean, what does that tell you about the value, the level, intellectual level, moral level, understanding level of the electorate, of the adults who voted for such a organism or organisms? No, I mean, if those guys are leading, we are really in charge, we are in deep shit. If they're not leading, we know who's leading. And that's not good either. So then what kind of system we have here? Well, do I still have my wine? Yes. Do I still have my beer if I want it? Yes. Do I still have games on a TV that I don't watch? Yes. Do I have electricity? Yes. Do I have everything I want? Yes. I still have them. But those could be taken away from me overnight. Overnight. With all the freedoms, liberties, constitution and amendments and rights and lefts and all that. Don't kid yourself. Anyway, or you kid yourself. I wonder who's going to be the next ones. If they got this mentally impaired guy, Fetterman, they got Biden, who's semi-conscious, Kamala, who's a dead brain. Who's going to be next? They can go even lower, as I say. The next one is going to be elect Mr. Michael Jackson, who Michael Jackson is in a coma. That's what's going to be next. Lower the bar even more. And the next one probably is going to be, I don't know, a dead person. And they vote for a dead person. Why not? Are you, you know, they're going to find a term for hating dead people or something. I don't know. Welcome to the jungle, like Guns N' Roses. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.